Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joey. It's nice to see you again. In this video, if you couldn't tell by the title, we are going to be going over my Nintendo Switch game collection. Now, I'm not the biggest fan or connoisseur of the Nintendo Switch or its games, but I have racked myself up a decent amount of games since I got it a few years ago. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the collection. So, the first game that I have is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Now, I've never played a Fire Emblem game before this one, but what caught my attention was I was reading stuff about this game online, and this game has a permadeath system. So if one of the characters in your party dies, they're dead for good for the rest of the game, which I thought that was a really cool mechanic, and kind of made the game interesting and made it have consequences for if you misplayed. So I haven't beat it, but I have got probably like 20 hours into it, so I'm a decent ways into it. The next game on the list is one that redefined the Nintendo Switch and kind of redefined a genre, I feel like, and it's a game you should all be familiar with, and that is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, there's not much I can say about this game that hasn't been said before. It's beautiful. There's pretty much unlimited options on what you can do and where you can go. I mean, it is truly an open world game. You can fight the final boss as your first enemy if you wanted to, and if you're good enough, which I am not. I am not that good at this game. But it was a fun ride to play. I'll give you that. Now, the next two games kind of go hand in hand, and they are Pokemon Shining Pearl and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Now, they're both still wrapped because I just got them about a month ago, but back in the day when the Nintendo DS first came out, I got Diamond and Pearl for the DS, and they were my first. Well, they weren't my first Pokemon game, but they were the first one on the DS that I had, that I actually played all the way through. My first real Pokemon game was Fire Red and Leaf Green, but these right here are pretty much my childhood, because I've played every single Pokemon game from Fire Red all the way into Sword and Shield. So I'm a decent fan. Speaking of a Sword and Shield, I don't have Shield with me. I don't know where it went, but I own it. But Pokemon Sword. Now, this game was pretty fun, I'd say. I mean, I like the big open wild areas where you can kind of just run around, and there's a bunch of different Pokemon in there. I thought that was a good addition. The raid kind of battles that you could do online. I did not play the DLC for this game, but I heard it adds some good Pokemon to it and some fun times. But one criticism I'd give it is that this game is very beginner friendly and very easy, which I mean it's a Pokemon game, so the next game that I have is another Pokemon game, and that is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which was the first Pokemon games to come out on Switch. This and Let's Go Eevee, and they were remakes of the original Fire Red and Leaf Green, Red Blue, Yellow, just the Kanto region games. That's what it was a remake of. And I'd say this is probably one of the weaker entries in the series. I had the Pokeball Plus controller and I played with that, and it was fun to use for a while, but I feel like it got old quick, so not much else I can really say about this one. So the next game I have is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a game which I suck at extremely bad. I'm pretty sure every single person watching this video could body me in this game. But this is just a game that you pull out when you have a few friends. I would not recommend the online because the coding is god awful, the network coding. So I don't know, not much else I can say because I'm not a big fighting game guy, but I mean, pretty fun game. The next one is an absolute classic. We have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, Mario Kart is a staple in the racing game community, and I don't know, it's just fun to play and feels good to play. And if you want to play a Nintendo game online, this is the one. Now, there are some people who are extremely good at this game and drifting and know all the shortcuts and everything, and I am not one of those people. I kind of suck at racing games too, so put a decent amount into this game, and I like to kind of get it out. Same with like Super Smash Bros. When I have friends over. So next game is another big game that Nintendo released during the launch of the Switch, or close to launch, which was Super Mario Odyssey. And Super Mario Odyssey is a very fun, refreshing game, I'd say. The bosses are very unique. I like the idea of like, you gotta collect the moons, kind of like how I think it was Super Mario 64. You gotta collect all this, the stars. And they're kind of hidden everywhere. The game rewards you for exploring and kind of going out of your way too, which is nice. It's a pretty lively game, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Haven't played it in years though, so can't remember too much. The next game that we have is Splatoon 2, a game which has a big community, and I wasn't really able to get into this game. I mean, I understand the appeal, but as someone who mostly, I game on my PC, I just feel like there are a lot better options for me personally than this for shooters. and third-person arena shooters. So, and I understand why people would like it, like I said, but it's just not my cup of tea. We'll do these next couple kind of rapid fire because I've barely played them, but this one I haven't played, but this one is Sonic Forces. I got it as a gift, and proceeded to still not play it yet, so I gotta get around to it. It has some nice rapping sounds on it. Hopefully that's not too loud. The next one is Lego DC Supervillains, which if you played Lego games before, you kind of know what to expect with this, but it looks like recently they've been putting a lot more like work and detail into these games than what we got in the past with like Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana Jones and the original Lego Batman. So I don't know, this one feels like it has a lot of life to it. So I only played like an hour, but it was pretty fun. And the last one that our last Nintendo Switch game that I own is Kirby Star Allies. Now, I wouldn't call myself a big fan, but I've played a few Kirby games before and I've had fun. And this is a very fun game to just kind of sit down, and it's not that hard to play. You can have a couple players. Usually me and my girlfriend will sit down and play this one right here, so yeah. Not much else I can really say about it. If you played a Kirby game, you kind of know what to expect. But anyway, that's my Nintendo Switch collection that I've built for the past 3 years of me owning the Switch. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe because it helps me out greatly. I hope that you found this video enjoyable and relaxing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you. Good night.